Ethan Skolnick for 5 on the Floor on the 5 Reasons Sports Network. This is the latest season ticket. We've been reporting that Bam Adebayo has wanted to play. He then said the same yesterday when he spoke to the media. He was upgraded to questionable by the Miami Heat from doubtful, whereas Goran Dragic was still doubtful. And we had been hearing this morning that Bam was still going to push to play and likely could play. But now we have a little bit more confirmation. Woj at ESPN has reported that Bam plans to play tonight. Now, that's a key word, plans to play. It doesn't necessarily mean he's going to play. Eric Spoelstra and the medical staff could still rule him out, but I will say it has been trending that direction. So if he plays, what happens? Will he be on a minutes restriction? That is possible. If he's on a minutes restriction, does that mean he doesn't start? I don't think so. I think that they would start him at the beginning of the game and see how it goes, keep him in his usual role. So that means Myers Leonard moves out of the starting lineup. Jay Crowder obviously continues to start. Kendrick Nunn continues to come off the bench with Tyler Hero in the starting lineup in place of Goran Dragic. And then we'll see if Myers Leonard gets any minutes off the bench. It might just be Kelly Olynyk, who has scored well in the past 2 games. Now, if Bam plays, how does that change the series? Well, for one, they may not have to play quite as much zone. They didn't play a lot of zone in the last game. They went to very few zone possessions and went mostly man after playing a ton of zone in the first 2 games, and the Lakers pretty much shot them out of it, and they were picked apart in the center of that zone by LeBron and Anthony Davis in particular. But Anthony Davis is coming off a down game. Miami did a really good job on him in the last game, particularly Jay Crowder. We'll see if Bam Adebayo gets matched up with him from the very beginning. Of course, the Lakers are likely going to stay with their big front line with Dwight Howard alongside Anthony Davis. So where does this affect the Heat more, offensively or defensively? I think it does affect them more defensively, but don't underestimate the offense either, even if Bam doesn't score a lot. They run so much dribble handoff through him, and Duncan Robinson is a different player with Bam Adebayo on the floor. They get to that action much, much easier when Bam is playing. So, look, Bam knows his own body. He's played through a lot of nicks the past couple of years. He's only missed 1 game, as he talked about yesterday. He says he's ready to go. I think the Heat believes he's ready to go, or at least to give it a shot. Now we see what happens tonight in Game 4 in Orlando. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. We have content coming all day long, and also subscribe to the 5 on the Floor podcast.